Hi, students. Uh, Wanted to make sure we had our session today. So, we are going to have virtual meetings whenever we can make it together because I don't want weeks and weeks to go by without you guys making progress on your business. And I'm trying to hold you accountable and hold myself accountable for finishing what we started. Okay, so we're going to make motion. It's not going to be, we don't have to do everything in one day, but we're going to stay in the motion of building to what we have, work on our strategy. And it's not just in the win. We're going to have some dates to execute things, and we're going to hold each other accountable. So if you really want this, if you really want to start your following, whether it be with a Facebook group or your book following, or you trying to launch your travel agency, or you really want to 10x your business or get in the know of what is going on right now, what's important right now for business and marketing, where's the future going. That is what we're trying to establish here. And I am going to help you to the best of my ability get going. All right. So with that being said, I am going to do this presentation style, and I have made my own workbook, and we're going to go through that workbook like a presentation. But to start, I wanted to make sure you guys get the avatar sheets that I made for you, or that I sent you by email. And I'm going to look for those, and then we're going to start the presentation. Okay, I'm not finding it right now. So I'm going to look from where I sent you guys the email. I'm not sure what folder I put this in. Okay. Maybe this will help. Not so much. So I'm going to look in the email that I sent you guys individually. So check your emails. I sent one to each of you. And when we finish this exercise, this is going to make sense. And then this will be the next step in doing how we're going to go about attracting our avatar. So the sheet I gave you details some of the things we're going to fine point today. And then from this sheet, you're going to start your content calendars. And this is a good starting point with this exercise. And so check your emails. You do have a little cheat sheet to accompany this workbook, but I really need you guys to do the workbook because it really gets to the bottom line and gets you to know what you want to do so you can market the right person, or you can select the right people to be in your group, and you can know clear plan of how you want to help these people. Okay, so that check your emails, and we're going to get started with our presentation. So Um, I'm going to share screens instead of uploading anything. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And here we go. So we're going to go to presentation mode in Canva. It's the best way I know how to do this. Okay, so also when you get your email, by the time you see this, I'm going to send you an email with this guide. So I'm just doing a presentation based off of the guide. So calling this mentorship mastery business. So we're gonna master our goals so we can master our businesses. And I'm starting to change my branding a little bit. You can see. So yeah, so that's what it is. Dr. Kamika Baylor. No, I dropped the Dr. Kamika Baylor coaching. So to start off, let's get busy. Let's get right to it. These are, say you have 20 days to get going. You want to review this. So when it's time for you to launch, you have all these things in order, and you want to give yourself 30 to 20 days. The first 10 days, you can really pinpoint and fine tune all your messaging. And then from here, you'll start 20 days out and make sure you have all of these things in place. So this is the beginning checklist. You're going to start this after you've done all this work, but I just want you to have a good idea of what needs to be done. Okay. And really want to point out that this is the first 5 things that we're going to be doing those right now. But look at at day 6, 7, 8. Those are really important. Even if you say, oh, I'm just starting a group, you really need to do this for liability's sake. You need to make sure you have some legal coverage. You secure some licensing, or should I say insurance, that is for groups and things like this. And even if you say, oh, I'm selling this, I'm not really doing, but you're giving your advice, puts you at risk for people trying to um, sue you basically as well. They can sue you based on your business and sue you for the type of information you give it. And that doesn't matter if it's church or whatever kind of group. It's always a good practice to set yourself up with some kind of insurance. Even if you're selling insurance, like life insurance, look into some insurance for having a following or having a coaching program or having a group. You need to make sure you're covered. And you also want to do this, whether you're selling a book, starting a group, you don't know what this can turn into. So you want to have this set up from the beginning. You need to do this. And you also need to do this because your time you're spending into this, all the work you're going to be putting into this, even if you say I'm donating this time, free bono, pro bono, whatever, you need to have it set up so that for tax purposes. Okay, so those are the 3 things before we even get started. You want to establish yourself as a business for tax purposes to be a entity, and then you want to look into some business insurance, and you want to explore some legal coverage or insurance for to help guard against suits in case somebody's trying to sue you for your messaging. Okay, so those are very, 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 very important from the start. So I want to make sure you have this checklist to start. You going this checklist ready to launch is going to start 20 days out. I would have these you this is just going to check off because you're going to have these done. These first things, you're going to have all of these done. You're going to have all of these done, and it's just going to be, once you have all of these done, now it's time to launch your full program. And yes, I'm saying program. Even if you're doing multi-level marketing, you need to have a program. You need to have a strategy. You can call it whatever you want to call it, but it needs to be a system in place uh, to make sure you're being successful at what you're doing. Anytime you try to organize something, you need to have a plan, a strategy, and not just hidden in the wind. You need to really think about what you're doing and have a plan of attack so that you'll be successful in it. And you need to regularly monitor and come back and say what went well and what did not go well. What can we adjust? What can we work on from here to there? You need to keep critiquing and keep learning, and for your material, what you're saying, keep up to date on the best practices, and just keep in the know so that you can keep refreshing your content and your business to stay relevant. You want to stay innovative. So you're never going to stop working on your business, on your messaging, on how you interact with your clients. So next, we're going to go to this exercise, and I want you to open your workbook to this page, and we are going to do this assignment. So while you're sitting there, you should try to be quiet, try to get some alone time, because it's kind of some of this stuff is really soul searching, because you got to have purpose if you gonna keep in the business. It cannot be about money, or keep with your who you want to help, or keep with your mentorship, your following. You need to know why you want to do it, not just about money, or not just to be seen, or not just be popular, not just to be trying something out. You want to make sure you're solid on that so that you can continue. So we're going to start with this. You need to make some quiet space and really think about what you want to do. And if you want to talk it out, you can you know FaceTime with me or FaceTime with one of your group members, and then we can brainstorm together as well. But start right here. The first thing we want to talk about is why start this. Why are we starting this? So, why do you want to start this business? Why do you want to start this following? Or why do you want to start this mentorship? So, I want you to we're going to, you're going to work on this by yourself too, but I want you to take 3 minutes, 3 minutes to brainstorm this out. You can have a more detailed one that you're going to get a copy in your mail, so you can make multiple copies of this and do it over, and you want to keep doing this from time to time just to stay up to date on everything anyway. So we're going to do this quickly, and you're going to get 3 minutes to kind of brainstorm that first question. Why are you starting this business, fellowship, following, or mentorship? Let me put the timer on. and you have 3 minutes. And I am going to do the exercise with you. Okay, so that is time. And that was the first question. And were you okay with that? Were you comfortable with that? Did you get enough information down? And I'll just go over. It's no like imperfect way of doing this. It's it's your wise. Okay, so I put. I want to help people lose weight like I did. I want to help people get off the weight again like I did. I want to find. I want to help them find purpose. I want to help them uh, develop themselves. I want to help them recover from brokenness, and I want to help them let them know that it's not too late. Okay, and then I said I want financial freedom. I want to be my own boss. I want to provide for my family. And what else did I say? I said I want to be able to spend time with my family whenever I want to. So those are the kind of things. It's no like wrong answer. It's your wise. So that's the first part of the thing. So next we're going to do two of these together. So the next uh, thing in our workbook is, what do you want to teach? What to teach? I need to fix this. What do you want to teach? And then secondly, how is what you're doing different from other programs? How is what you're doing different from other programs, other agents, other consultants, other worship leaders, other mentors, and other fellowships. How is yours different? How is your class, your course, whatever you're trying to establish, how is that different from other people's? So here you're going to get 3 minutes to do this exercise again. So let's start. You got 20 seconds. Okay, and that is time. Okay, so we're going to move right along. So now we know why. We know our whys. Why we want to start this. What are we trying to teach them? And why is your program different? Why should they come to you? And now we're going to think about our commitments and point out what may be in our way of accomplishing it and accomplishing this thing you want to start, this program you want to start, and really think on those things so that we label all of them, we identify all of them so that we can make a plan of execution, a action plan that without surprises. And then also think about if you have the time to actually put into doing the work. that you're trying to do. Okay, so that's the first question. Just list out all your existing responsibilities and commitment and time you will have to dedicate to what we're trying to start afterwards. After you fulfill all your obligations to church, family, anything that you are have obligated yourself to do that you are cannot do is cannot not do is your significant importance is non-negotiable, has to be done. We need to identify those. So when we make our plan around those things because those things are the crust of our life. Those things were not going away. And whatever we do with this business cannot impede upon that. Okay? So think about uh you can are you going to give them are you going to get a book, are you going to make an ebook, are you going to have a mini course, a full course where you say, oh, I can audit, I can do your life audit, I can do your taxes, I can do whatever the program you're trying to do, you can audit that. I can do a health audit for you, or I can do a wellness audit for you. Are you gonna record yourself? Are you gonna have what kind of recording? Or is it gonna be visual or is it gonna be audio? Are you going to have notes for them? Are you gonna have group sessions? Are they gonna be solo? You gonna so identify all the ways that you for sure know you're gonna provide not all the options, but all the ways you can provide value to the client you're trying to help. We're going to take 3 minutes and do both of these questions, and you can start right now. Okay, that is time. All right. I hope you were able to get enough information down with that. And I'll give you an example again what I put. Some of the commitments that I have that are non-negotiable that I have to do these things is I have to go to church. I've paid for a lot of coaching programs and I have to do those so that I don't waste my money. And then my plan maybe going back to school. So this is like in air quotes. I'm not sure about that yet, but I needed to bring that to the forefront of my mind. Spending time with my family. So Sundays is family day. Period. Church and family. It can't impede on my exercise, my meal prep and planning. It can't impede on my morning routine or my nightly routine, and it cannot impede upon my self-care schedule and the time I allotted for self-care. So those are non-negotiables, and as you see, like you need to make some things a priority, even if they're not. If you're figuring out things now, this is time to make some things a priority in your life that will make your life fuller, that you'll be living well and not just living. So without taking care of your health, taking care of yourself, spending time with your family, and doing those important things, you will not be successful at much. Your process is going to be always disturbed. So you got to make sure the business, other people know this is my non-negotiable time without the business, and this is my business time, so that the outside of the business doesn't come over and disrupt your business. So it needs to be a balance. Okay, so you need to not only train yourself, but you need to train the people around you. Okay. And then secondly, I do some courses, I have some workbooks, I have group meetings, um, group sessions and video sessions, and I do challenges, and I'm starting to speak at events. So those are the ways that I can add value to my client's life in those ways with my basically my knowledge on the subjects that I'm versed at, and these are the um, delivery methods that I use to get that knowledge to my clients. Okay, so now we're going to get real specific about your avatar. And your avatar is going to be the person you want to help. It needs to be very specific. You need to be able to visualize this person. You need to be able to have your senses activate when you think about or see this person in your mind. They need to